Hey everyone, welcome to Success Through Thought number 2. My name is Dry Bear, and today I'm playing Zeus, but again, this series, if you missed the first episode, I can go ahead and put that on the screen annotated and also in the description. But this series is not about the character I'm playing, it's more about succeeding through thinking through the game, using your intellect, using your ideas, using your mind to outsmart the enemy players and be very aware and focused, and not so much about the character I'm playing. Now, I do have plenty of commentaries. I have commentaries for every single game, every single character in this game, and I play it well, but this is all about playing the game itself and succeeding through thinking it out. So what you're going to see me do is talk about rotations, talk about itemization, talk about things that I can do, things the enemy is doing, all that kind of stuff. Now, you just watched the competitive mindset number 1, which was right before this, and basically what I iterated there is things that I can do to improve my gameplay, and the thing I outlined that I wanted to focus on was look at the minimap every 5 seconds. So what I'm going to do in this game is staring at the minimap every 5 seconds, making sure I assess what's going on. Looks like Neith and Amir are left, Vamana's in the right lane, and mid is missing at this point. So I'm going to go and get that last hit here. Looks like they're over there. Still waiting for the mid. There is the mid who's low HP, which means our jungler might be low as well. Still kind of hanging out here. Ra's basically like they're pushing Vamana over. Who's their jungler? The jungler is going to be Fenrir, who probably has good HP since Ra took the damage away, possibly a failed leash or a failed block or something along those lines. But again, Ra is a good character that can heal himself back up. He does have Vampiric Shroud, so he'll be able to heal himself up with that and a little bit extra HP for him. I decided I'm just going to skip it all together and go for boots this time around. They have 1 magic, 2 magic, and 3 physical, so I may want to focus on physical this game. Probably a wall of absolution, especially against a Fenrir. Right lane, they're pushing that up. Again, I'm still looking at the minimap every 5 seconds. That's my goal for this game, is every 5 seconds I will look at the minimap and assess what's going on. I'm hiding to a point where I can look at the right jungle if Fenrir were to appear. Now I'm going to be safe until Fenrir hits level 5. Level 5 Fenrir will be able to use his ultimate to grab me and pull me out of position, and that is what I'm going to be looking out for here. If you look at my consumables, I have 1 healing potion, 2 mana potions, which means I'm going to focus on sitting back and using spells to push the lane back and not be as aggressive as I normally am. Kind of just hanging in this pocket. Looks like they're doing Vamana a favor. They're kind of pushing him back a bit. We have Loki Isis in the left lane. We do have an Amir on our team, though. A good tank with that. They'll do that. As you can see, I'm holding on to 1 point. I'm not spending my level 4 point right now. I'm going to hit level 5, put 1 point to my ultimate, and then 1 into detonate. So I have level 3 detonate instead of putting extra points into my chain lightning. Fenrir just showed up. Fenrir's level 3 to keep in mind. Now Fenrir is in the right side jungle. Fenrir right side jungle. So now they know that that's a thing. I'm pushing that there. Just letting my team know that Fenrir is on that side of the map, so left side is free to go for a gank if they want, or right side can be careful. Again, this goes into... Now what you're going to see me do is I'm focusing on looking at the minimap. I'm pretty much staring at the minimap almost the entire time here. Mid just left and heading over there. Looks like Ra's going to be... I don't know if Ra hit 5 or not. Oh, wow.
An ally has been slain.
Easy cleanup there. So all 3 players died. So I had to focus up a bit there. Again, this is the competitive side of me. So a lot of times when that happens, I'm just going to focus. I'm not going to really say anything or explain anything. So let's go ahead and recap what just happened there. So, well, first I need to get... I think I'm just going to go CDR. I like getting CDR on Zeus. Each time it's a very valuable item to pick up. And I think right after that, they have 2 magical. I'm just going to start out right away with a wall of absolution. That's going to make me tanky and be able to survive the rest of the game. As far as items go, I will need a bead, so I'm going to pick that up as well, so we'll have that available to me. Okay, so let's go ahead and recap what just happened there. Middle lane, I saw Ra leave. Now you have 2 options when your enemy middle leaves the lane and you are middle. Number 1, push the lane all the way up to the tower and try to damage the tower, if not kill it, and try to do something with that so that they are punished for leaving the lane. Number 2, you follow them to where they're going and make the number advantage equivalent. So if they go over left and it's a 3v2, you join them so all of a sudden it's a 3v3. Now, I missed my first chain lightning, which is unfortunate, but I knew I had them in a good spot. Don't really know what that was there. That was kind of strange. So I know I had him in a good spot. They were pushed back in tower. Now I saw Neith. Neith backflipped into my ultimate. My ultimate finished that. Now that was quite sloppy overall, and there's a lot that I could learn from that. But, you know, I saw Neith go down. I saw Ra in the jungle. I knew Ra had no ultimate because that's what he used to kill my teammate, which was the Isis. The Isis got taken out by the Ra snipe, so I knew Ra had no ultimate available. I knew Emir was low on mana, but Emir ended up having meditation, which helped him kind of come back into that fray there. So I kind of waited for that to finish off. Then once I knew Emir... Just using that map awareness, and that's basically just me looking at the minimap every 5 seconds. You see how I just keep pausing because things happen, and I can call things out for my team. So I picked off the Emir. I had 1 minion left. Instead of aiming for the Ra, I shot at the minion, which means that it bounced between the minion, and the chain lightning actually finished off the Ra when I was blinded. So that was really good for me there. What are you doing, dude? I don't know what... Like, what are you doing? I don't really know what he's doing here. Fenrir uses ultimate right. Looks like right got picked off there, which is unfortunate. Now, I'm careful. Fenrir uses ultimate to gank right earlier. Fenrir is now right. His ultimate's going to come off in about 20 seconds, so which means he can come into middle lane. I don't really have a whole lot of HP to work with, so I'm kind of floating back here. Don't really want to get caught by anything. I don't want to get backstabbed or anything like that. Looks like Ra has a propensity to just... So that stun was enough to keep him alive. You see how I didn't really commit to that fight? I did not want to commit to that at all whatsoever. Easy pick up there. Vamana was very greedy and Ra had nothing to support him with. So low. I can't really commit to that. Left lane, actually I could have. Right lane was dead, and left lane was too far away. So if I was looking at the map, I probably would have been able to dive on that Ra and get the kill there. But, you know, lessons learned. I will need some extra points into this, into these beads here just because of Fenrir. Also the Emir. Also the root from Neith. Also the slow from Ra. A lot of good things you can realize with that, especially the CDR is going to be nice. Fenrir now jumping on the Emir. Emir's going to be backing off here. Fenrir uses ultimate, so that is guaranteed to be on cooldown. Fenrir's going to be on his way over there, so I want to help him out. I'm going to start heading that way. Looks like Fenrir is there. Fenrir has a decent amount of mana, so he might try to brutalize this. If he chases... Looks like he's not going to. So he's going to be safe. I'm going to clear this out. I want to hold on to my advantage at this point. I want to make sure that nothing really bad happens. Looks like right lane is clearing. I don't know if he wants me to clear those buffs. Vamana was right, and Fenrir is the jungler, so I want to watch for that. Fenrir was left side, but Vamana's missing. I want to keep in mind that Ra likes to just shoot ultimates at me for no apparent reason, which he might be doing soon. Left lane, Emir's running into that. Now Fenrir's there. Ra's going to join him, maybe. Looks like they got a kill on the Isis, unfortunately. They got a double kill. So that was a 3-man rotation. Fenrir jumped over there, and that's not a whole lot I can do about that. Vamana's pushing the right. Looks like they're going to go behind the tower left and wait for the minions. So if Emir comes over here, we might be able to deal with this. I want to see if they'll start backing or not. Kind of baiting that out. There's a good frost. Easy pick up there. Emir's still charging the gates over here. This needs backpedaling. I don't know if he got the Neith or not. Doesn't look like he did. I want to keep him in place so my teammates can hit him. And there we go. Vamana's here now. That actually wasn't that bad of an exchange for us. That really wasn't that bad at all. So we got some kills there. You can see I'm kind of just backing off. This is what you want to do with Zeus. Zeus doesn't really have the mobility to be standing in the team fight. So if the team fight starts, you want to be sitting on the edge. You have a lot of damage, which means if you live for a long time and you're constantly dishing that out, your team will eventually start pulling that. Vamana's right behind me. Comes the umbrella ring, which he missed. I can fight this because I have teammates right next to me. Emir's here. Frost Breath comes out. I have no mana, but we'll just go ahead and retreat. We're kind of expended here. So now I have my Wall of Absolution. Now this is going to be an excellent first item for me. As you can see already, it's paying off. I mean, Fenrir doesn't do a whole lot. Vamana doesn't do a whole lot. And also, if Neith decides to jump on me, she won't do a whole lot either. Again, I'm still looking at the minimap every 5 seconds. I'm staring at it. And you can see how it affects my play. I mean, right away, just after competitive mindset #1, you can see the difference in my playstyle. I mean, it's so incredible to see how much the outside of the game can affect inside of the game. I mean, really, people don't understand how much it really does have a gravity there. Looks like a left lane. Hopefully they just back off there. Damage buff for me because I'm Zeus. Unfortunately, look like they're going to get caught again. I don't know if Isis live. They can dive that, and they're going to. Shoot that there. Help out the middle lane. Pop some mana pot because we'll need some mana for this. This is going to be very greedy, but hopefully it works out. Emir's there. Oh my god, really? I want to get closer to... Oh, it looks like Fenrir's dead. Really good wall there. This is going to be a cleanup for us. Keeping him still so my teammates can hit him. And that's going to be that. So I missed a lot of abilities there. That was very, very poor planning and positioning by me. But, you know, it's like, you can see the difference. Now, this is actually a good point to focus on. Regardless of the fact that I was missing skills, my positioning and awareness and focus allowed me to come out on top of that team fight. And my teammates were performing very, very well. You can see how as soon as I got flanked from behind, instead of fighting, I turned around and went towards my tower. And then kind of hugged the inside of my tower to make sure that if anyone did anything to me, I was prepared for it. So I'm going to go ahead and just go for a rod first. And then I'll finish off those beads, and I'm just going to sit on what I have here and hold on to these items, and this is going to be this until I finish off the rod, just because we have a bit of a lull period right now. Now, the gold is relatively even. We're kind of waiting for exchanges to happen, but the exchanges are pretty even, which means that I have, you know, about 5-10 minutes before things start to matter, and right when that starts to matter, I'll have a rod, which means my damage will be incredibly high. And that's my planning here as far as the itemization goes. Looks like Amir's going to get caught out over there. Neith just showed up behind, so I'm going to abandon this buff and go help out my team. I have an ultimate. I have a chain lightning. I have not much else besides that. Now, I need to be careful. Looks like Vamana just showed up right. I'm going to wait a little bit just to see who shows up. Vamana's right. Fenrir's right. Looks like they're getting jumped on here. Sorry guys, just focusing up here. This might be enough. There's Vamana. I'm gonna go ahead and get out now. There's the knockup. He's going to go for a slow right after. Loki's here. Loki's might be able to ulti this. He does have an ulti. He does not have an ulti. I'm just going to go ahead and back. So what I did there is I knew that the slow was going to come out. He had a burst coming, and I just needed to hold on as long as I could. That was just me wiggle-waggling. Also, I almost got the Emir. It was very, very close, but unfortunately I couldn't finish that off. And you can see, I mean, just by playing this way, instead of goofing off, instead of doing my normal self, I'm noticing literally dozens and dozens of things that are wrong with my play right now. The way I play has a lot of holes in it, and you can see I'm missing skill shots. So again, that's going to come down to competitive mindset. That's going to come down to me figuring out, you know, making all my basic attacks. I missed a bunch of basic attacks in the last engagement. I missed a couple chain lightnings in the last engagement. And as long as you nail down to the point where your fundamentals are no longer an issue, where you can land every chain lightning, you can land every basic attack, you can land the majority of all your skills casually and focus up on that, then you can start focusing on your positioning, on your picks, on all that. People try to jump the gun. They're like, well, the picks matter. Everything matters. That we lost because the team fight wasn't as strong or whatever. But really, it comes down to the fact that, you know, if you don't have all your fundamentals down, eventually, it's going to come down to that. That is your biggest limiting factor. It's not going to become, you know, what the professionals say it is. There's going to be a decent stun there from the Shivalanke. There's a lot missing right here, so I'm going to kind of back off. This is something I talked about in my competitive mindset. It's just kind of sitting in the back when I'm not doing anything. If I'm not accomplishing anything, there's no reason for me to be in the front, especially playing a character like Zeus who has no escape. See how he's kind of getting jumped on here? He might die. Ra's going to come. I have my ultimate, so if Mir can get a good wall off here. Vamana's here. Wants to go in the back. Get a stun off from my teammate. There's that. Hopefully, he can lead them in here in time.
An ally has been slain.
I don't know if he has an ultimate or not. This is an opportunity for us to just get back. There's a lot of damage here. Ra's ultimate coming up. Neith's ultimate, I don't think he used it or not. Looks like Loki wants to go. Still kind of sitting back here.
An ally has been slain.
Not really a whole lot we can do at this point. There's the Ra ultimate, so that's down. I knew that was up, so I don't want to get sniped by that. My ult's coming up soon. Still positioning myself well. You can see how I know there's danger. Oh, I don't know why he's going here.
Your right tower is under attack. Take right lane. An ally has been slain.
Again, we didn't really have anything to defend ourselves there. Plus, they have a lot of sniping. Plus, Vamana was right next to us. I mean, there wasn't really a good opportunity for us to do anything at that point. So I was just positioning myself so I don't die. Another thing from competitive mindset is just making sure that I don't get any deaths in a game and try to focus on my positioning, be very, very safe. As I get more comfortable with this kind of play style, I can get more greedy. But by doing this for a long period of time, I'll be able to understand when I can go and when I can't go. Ra's still in the win. Ra was kind of low, though. There's a backflip from her. Looks like there's a lot middle, so this is an opportunity for me to go on her. What I need to do is clear the minions first. Waiting for the detonator to hit as many times as I can. And that is an easy kill. There's still middle lane, so we can go help. My ult's coming up in 10 seconds, which we'll be able to use that on tower. Looks like Vamana just got taken out, but Loki died as well. They're kind of hanging out. They're going in on this. This is a good opportunity for me to come in on her. This is a really good position. It's going to be greedy, but it's a good position. I have Isis with me. I don't want to force the gun here. They still have Fenrir. I don't know which ultimates. I know the enemy Emir ultimate was used, I think. That is the only one that I know is down for sure. Now I'm going to get out. I know Fenrir's behind me. He can jump over walls, so I'm going to go straight back instead of forward. What I want to do is kind of just get out. So I got the kill on Ra. Isis got killed, and again, my positioning and the fact that I was looking at the mid-map allowed me to know that I shouldn't commit too hard. Fenrir was very smart there. He got out instead of fighting, which if he grouped up with his team and fought, I could have just ulted all 3 of them and got some good damage. They split incredibly well there, so I got to give credit to the enemy team for playing as well as they have been. They have really good positioning, and they're playing very, very smart. And that allows me less room to wiggle with, and, you know, when my team gets greedy, there's not a whole lot I can do to help them, and that's the biggest downside right now. But I do have a good amount of farm. I have a lot of damage. Zeus scales really well into late game, so I'm going to be counting on that a lot. I'm going to clear out all these buffs here, make sure I get as much money and farm and buffs as I can. The damage buff's going to help me out a lot. The CDR buff's going to help me out a lot. Wait for that till it's the last hit. There's the last hit. My rod is now done, which means I scaled up my damage a lot. And this is the point I was talking about earlier, where now the farm is going to matter a whole lot. The team fights didn't matter a whole bunch until this point. As you can see, we're slowly falling behind. I was a little bit late on the timing, actually. I think it mattered about a few minutes ago. But now the team fights are incredibly important. We need to make sure that they don't get any more wins. And now I have damage buff and I have rod. So when it starts to matter, I have the itemization I need. And this is a greedy item set that I did pick up just because. Again, looking at the minimap every 5 seconds, I was able to pick this up. Didn't have to detonate there. Wall. Ball. He's going to be able to jump soon. Frost. Wall. So help my team out here. That was a really good Frost Breath. There's really nothing I could do there to help him just because my stun wouldn't have done it when he's in CC immunity. So, I mean, Isis just needed to get out. That was just a very difficult situation for him. They're split pushing through all of this, which is tough. We're still keeping up decently, but they're getting bigger and bigger of a lead because we're falling too far behind. Right lane's being pushed up by Ra. I think Ra gave up, though. There's a good clear for me. Loki should be able to clear that lane up by himself just because he needs the farm, so I'm going to give it to him. What I need to do now is start warding, because we will need to have vision on everything. What will help me in this next fight is going to be a gem. My team needs as much help as they can get securing kills. It seems like people are just getting away or being greedy and not getting punished for it. So with a gem, especially with my ultimate or the chain lightning, I'll be able to apply a lot of slows, a lot of effectiveness everywhere, and then it'll help me benefit. It'll benefit me in multiple ways. In the fact that not only will it help me secure my own kills, but also when the team fight gets crazy, I'll be able to slow the enemy and help my team stay alive.
Be careful.
There's Neith and Ra are left. It looks like they're just going to disengage in the middle lane, maybe. I don't know if they're on their way. I might run into them in the jungle here. Nope, they're going to go ahead and push this left tower. There's the laser. Neith's still pushing for whatever reason. She's going to backflip maybe? There it is. That was a really bad backflip. And this is a kill for us. Oh man, we're still fighting. That Loki ultimate was not necessary. That was not something we needed to use there. That was a guaranteed kill. Don't run away from us. Do you have a ball? There's another stun. I don't know if he has a wall here. There's the wall. There's another kill for us, but they're still getting pushes. So we need to get back as fast as we can, defend the base, and that'll be a good win for us.
Your right Phoenix is under attack. Your middle Phoenix is under attack. Your right Phoenix has been destroyed.
So we got the Phoenix and died for it with a Vomana. That's actually a good benefit for them. They scored well on that one. That just came down to the fact that they're up, they're playing really well, and some of my teammates are missing some key abilities here. But we're still in the running. We're still doing well. We're still succeeding with thought. So we'll definitely stay in this game. Now their Neath is falling behind, which is good. He's gonna backflip. Detonate him and keep him in the ultimate. This is my only opportunity to get out here, so I'm just going to use it at the expense of my teammates. This is not a one battle.
Retreat.
Not a one battle. So unfortunately there, I missed the last chain lightning that I needed to get that kill there. I shot it into the wall, so that's another mistake there. And this series is me playing serious and then focusing on my mistakes and trying to learn from it and get better at the game. And you can come along with me. I'm using the competitive mindset as the back end fundamentals for it. They're going to jump on him. He's just so tanky at this point. Here comes Fenrir. He's just going to back off. Loki was defending. Needed you, Loki. Needed you. We're just having a tough time. So we're getting to the point in the game where I have to commit to the fight. I mean, I had to do something there. Like, we needed some kind of win or some kind of justice. Something needed to happen for us to come back in this game because we're so far behind. We're 9,000 gold behind at this point. So, I mean, I needed to just commit to something. That's the fight I decided I wanted to commit on. They're just really tanky. They have, with 9,000 gold, they have a lot more items than we do. As you can see, Loki's now finishing his 3rd item versus, Vamana, has his 4th item finished, 3.5, 3 1/3, 3 items on their tank. Their tank has more items than our carry does, which is unfortunate. But we're still going to hold on to this. I'm up in 20 seconds. If we want to, we can put a ward up on the Fire Giant and teleport to it, which might benefit us some. You need to get out of that somehow, dude. Or not. Oh god, so close. Here's Shibalanke. There's a pop from the ice. He's going to finish off the Raw. Emir's here. If we had a good wall, maybe. Oh, he walled himself. I don't know if his cooldown is or what. What did our Emir go for? No CDR, just Tink. So I need to go help this fight now. They're fighting Emir. Emir's quite low, but they're actually doing some damage to our Emir. Looks like they missed the slow there. He's kind of just eating our whole team, and our Minotaur's taking damage in the process.
Retreat.
So our Phoenix is back up. I need to protect this. This is actually, if I didn't back, probably would have fallen to these Phoenix minions.
Retreat.
Hopefully that's enough to defend the Phoenix, and now I go help. Oh man, they're making this difficult.
Your right Phoenix is under attack.
Did the Phoenix fall again? Oh my god, it did. Ugh. Find an uphill battle here. Loki is dead. Loki dead. Yep, that was Neath ultimate. So now we're in a tough spot. I mean, our right Phoenix went down again. I mean, they kept chasing, and I did not want to give up any more teammates. So I went to go help them, but I was close. I thought I had enough damage on those minions in order to, in order to be able to keep that Phoenix alive. I thought it was just enough, but I guess it wasn't. The Phoenix ended up falling anyway, and then the team fight was a wash. We lost a player, and almost a second player in that right lane. Yeah, Fire Giant now. That was a good wall. He was slowed by my gems, so there's no reason for him to try to wall there. Now we need to hold on to this right lane. He's going to jump me. Maybe, maybe not. They have Fire Giant. They've got pretty much everything in their favor right now. Pretty much everything. We're doing the best we can. We're still holding on barely. Right lane. To this point, we need to wipe them on their next Fire Giant attempt, or even a Gold Fury or something. We need to get some kind of pick like this. He's just going to jump away. Can't even get that pick there. Neith's a good pick as well. I'm going to do is I'm going to put a ward behind us so we can see. She's going to backflip. Probably start running up the lane, and she will. She has no backflip. There's a slow, just in case. There's the detonates. Now we're good. Again, we're just going to hold on as long as we can, making sure we pick up as much as we can. Anytime they give us a kill, we'll take it with unrelenting force. Looks like our Emir, or no, our Shibalanki's buying a bunch of wards, which is good. That's a huge benefit to us. Gold Fury does matter. If we can steal it, that's great, but we don't really have the means to fight it right now. It wouldn't take much of them to be able to take us. I mean, they have 10,000 gold up on us. So, I mean, even if they came in on the Gold Fury with like 3 people, we still would have been able to, what I want to do is I want to put this like in a side lane area. Here's Fenrir. There's another slow. Good pickup for us. Now Vamana. Don't hit him. Keep his ultimate down. I'm waiting for someone else to come in. Vamana's not really a perfect target for us, especially with his ultimate up like that. As soon as it wears off, detonate again.
Defend the Minotaur. Retreat! Retreat!
I mean, I have to back here. Our Minotaur is going to get completely slaughtered if I don't. There's just too much damage from these Phoenix minions, and we can't take any damage from that. Like, look at these minions. They're shredding me right now. This is the one reason why getting Phoenixes are so powerful, and why I said it was a good benefit to them to trade Vamana for a Phoenix, especially when they're ahead, is now we have to worry about this lane. If I let that lane go and try to fight that team fight, we may or may not gotten a kill, but we would have taken a bunch more damage on a Minotaur who is already just above half HP. So we need to make sure that we defend the Minotaur at all costs. He might ult here. There's another slow. Emir's just on my bum right now. And these Phoenix minions are not helping. Not helping. This is a kill. Oh boy. Fenrir's coming.
Retreat! Retreat!
Fenrir's coming, Fenrir's coming, Fenrir's coming, Fenrir's coming. I'll throw out one chain lightning and back up. There's Fenrir. He was trying to come around and flank me. That's why I got back so far. At this point, we need something. I just need more damage. Like, we just need raw damage. A do more might be risky, but may pay off. An ethereal staff. I mean, I can build tanky, but we just don't have enough raw damage to kill everybody. It's the real downside. So I'm gonna go for a Bancrofts now. It's going to put my magic damage up a good amount. I have the penetration. I might end up selling the wall, and I just need to go like really hard damage and play really safe. And it may pay off. It may not. So it's Fenrir and Neith. Neith is an easy target for us. Fenrir's not. He's a wall or something. He just used his wall. Oh my god.
An ally has been slain.
This wall's gonna get me killed.
An enemy has been slain.
There's a raw ultimate. We got really greedy there. Got really greedy there. I just need to keep running. Raw's right next to me.
Your left phoenix is
I'm gonna run towards the right lane, and I think I just need to keep running like the entire way. I don't know if I can stop him back because they're right on our tail. So, and I need to stay alive in order for this to not be a GG, just because. I'm gonna head back now. Yeah, see, even right there, they were still right on my butt. So we need to defend this the best we can. We need to get a ward up on Fire Giant.
defend the fire giant.
Like, we need to have it. Emir might just zone us out from going there. If we had a ward, I could just teleport to it and try and steal. If they get the Fire Giant here, we're gonna lose the game. Just ignore him. The problem is they probably already have it. Did they get it? Or has it not spawned yet? It hasn't spawned yet. Okay. It's going to be spawning any second now. I want to clear this off the map so we know. There it is. What? What? This is not a good fight for me. Any kind of backup and I'll be dead.
Thanks.
Any kind. He's just trying to delay me. Now we have a ward on Fire Giant, which is good. They got Gold Fury, which is not like the end of the world. Their gold is already high enough. He walled himself. Fenrir wants to go in on me. I'm positioning myself properly. Our Emir's just not tanky enough right now. Neath ultimate.
An ally has been slain.
That's gonna be game. That's it. That's all they needed. That is all they needed.
Retreat. You have been slain.
Well, that's a good game. I don't see them being able to stop here. I positioned myself really aggressively, and we just didn't group up. Oh boy, you should not be there. That ultimate just saved his bum. Ugh. This is a rough game, but I mean, hopefully it's just the strategies. I mean, again, this is success through thought. It's not about the results. It's not about the character. It's just about, you know, the ways that I think about things, the way that I'm vocalizing myself. This is mainly to make myself better, but hopefully by watching me, you get better as well. At this point, it doesn't look like they want to push in, and I'm respawning in 30 seconds, which means if they don't start the Fire Giant soon, I can teleport to it. Ward FG right now, please.
Defend the fire giant. Defend the fire giant.
We have a Hand of the Gods. We don't have a Hand of the Gods? No active items? You're kidding. Well, they got it. Ooh, he's kind of low. There's a ward. Loki's gonna go in on that. There's a kill. This may be like our only opportunity. No, never mind. Never mind. There's Loki's gonna get jumped on. Loki's pretty much dead here. Now it's just me and Isis, and they have Fire Giant with one person dead who was underfarmed in the first place. So I mean, we're in a really tough spot. This is pretty much game if the enemy team plays it well, which I don't imagine they wouldn't. Raw's right here. They're just going to back off. Gold Fury's dead. Fire Giant's dead. There's not really anything for them to take right now. We have all Phoenixes up. Somehow this game is still going. I don't really know why. I'm waiting for Raw to show up somewhere. Our damage buff is down. I just walked by that. They may come in. They may not. There they are. They see me. They're pushing the middle Phoenix, which I should be able to defend, maybe. They're kind of pushing in. They have the healing effectiveness as well. I'm going to dodge that. That's a joke. That was a really good wall. That was a really, really good wall. So, I mean, at this point, I have to do greedy things. I have to. We're just in a point where we cannot play standard because we're so far behind. They are 16,000 gold up on us. And when you're at that point in the game, you can't play safe. You got to do something greedy. You have to try and take advantage. You have to try to steal a fire giant. I mean, you're just so far behind that in a heads-up fight, you'll lose no matter what. So there's the Phoenixes. That's going to be the game. There goes the Amir ultimate. Amir's holding on. Mash 4077. There's an Isis ultimate. Frost Breath misses, unfortunately. There's another Frost Breath. Uses the beads. Isis ultimate pops. They're chasing this down. He's actually quite tanky. Isis is level 16, fortunately enough. There goes the Glacial Strike. Neath ultimate comes in. Hits the Isis instead. Oh, God, that sucks. But double stun. If they can hold on for 20 seconds, maybe. I still believe. The Minotaur doing work. They're fighting players instead of the Minotaur. They could have ended this a minute ago. Minotaur's still alive. A lot of minions are here. I have my ultimate if I can hold on. Just hold on for 5 seconds. We can do this. Hold on. Come on. Minotaur, no! Minotaur, no! Minotaur! I'm pulling aggro with the minions. They don't attack the Minotaur. That's pretty much game. Ah. Wow, Amir. Amir talking ish. This is so bad, kiddo. Was the enemy Amir? Oh man. Well, let's go ahead and talk about that game, the results of that match. See what we can do about it. GG, well played. So, I feel personally that if you want to make yourself better, there's absolutely no reason to focus on anyone but yourself in those matches. When you're trying to look back on a match, you're trying to analyze it, trying to figure out how to get better, there's no reason to focus on anybody else unless you're on a 5-man team and you can affect their performance. So I'm not going to talk about any... nice strike over here. I'm not going to talk about my teammates. I'm not going to talk about the enemy. I'm talking about myself. So, things that I messed up in that match. Now, number one, this Wall of Absolution helped me out a lot. But the downside of this is that, you know, I needed damage. They weren't really focusing me a whole lot. They were just killing my teammates, which kind of sucks. So I could have gone for more damage, but I paid off with it with the Rada Tahuti, which helped me get a lot of kills early on. Now, I missed a lot of basic attacks. A lot of them. Many, many basic attacks were missed this game. Also, a lot of chain lightnings as well. So right away, the fundamentals of my gameplay need to improve. I need to make sure that I don't miss any more skill shots. Skill shots cannot be missed. Basic attacks cannot be missed, especially with someone like Zeus, who relies on stacking those charges up. I missed a lot of opportunities for kills. Neath escaped in the middle lane. Neath escaped in the left lane. Amir escaped in the left lane. Amir escaped in the middle lane. There's a lot of opportunities for me to get kills, and because I'm not tip-top shape in my fundamentals, then they got away. So that's another big thing there. Number two, you saw my positioning towards the end of that match. I got caught out in the middle lane. I got caught out in the right lane. I was kind of forcing that fight in the jungle, and then right when they turned on me, the Neath ultimate into the Fender ultimate, I was dead. And then without me, my team doesn't have a whole lot at this point because I'm the most farmed. So I kind of gave away a lot of team fights towards the end by being very aggressive. Obviously, I needed to do something, but I still could have played passive and tried to defend the base and hold on until my teammates caught up in farm, and then we could have done something with it. But at that point, it was just really tough. So my positioning could have been a lot better there. So again, positioning, fundamentals, really important stuff. And that's pretty much the main thing I want to focus on that fight. Now, looking at the minimap every 5 seconds benefited me a lot, and you can see during the laning phase how that changed my gameplay. I was calling out ganks, I was rotating. I got that triple over there in the left lane because I followed Ra. It was a double and then a single kill, and it worked out really well in my favor because I was constantly looking at the minimap, and I didn't really get caught off guard by any ganks early on in the game, and it also helped me rotate for objectives, which is really, really good. So I really love the fact that that 5-second rule on the minimap is benefiting me right away, and I'm going to continue doing that for the next of my matches. But beyond that, the main things I want to focus on here, and you don't really want to go through all your mistakes at once because you're not going to be able to solidify them. So for the next match, I want to focus on landing my basic attacks, landing my skill shots, and positioning myself better, and those are probably the main reasons why I did poorly that match or I screwed up. Now, you're looking at this scoreboard, I'm sure everyone's going to say, oh, Drybear, it wasn't your fault, but I died 3 times. I died 3 times and I had less assists than my team did. So, I mean, there are a lot more that I could have done. I did not play a perfect game. And until you play a perfect game, you cannot focus on your teammates. You should always be focusing on yourself. I don't know any of these people. I can't affect their play. So, I mean, it's all you have to focus on yourself, and I guarantee you, if you start focusing on yourself every game instead of looking at your teammates, you'll feel a lot better. When you talk about your teammates and you blame your teammates, you're taking responsibility away from yourself and putting it on them, which means you're going to get grumpy, you're going to get angry, and it's going to make you feel frustrated and just very, very, just ill-willed about the whole thing. So just focus on yourself. But this is going to be success through thought number 2, guys. If you have any feedback for me, any requests, you like the format, you don't like the format, I'm going to try and do one competitive insight or competitive mindset and then a success through thought. If there's more practice to be done, I might do another success through thought before my next competitive mindset, just because I want to solidify some of the things I've talked about in the first one, and then start going to the next one and just kind of go back and forth. But it's 2 series that run side by side. Number 1, I focus on exercises and mentalities, things I can do outside of the game. Then I go into the game and I focus on using them and implementing them and becoming habitual about them, and hopefully improves my play. And just right away, playing as intensely as I did this match, I can see a lot of holes in my play and a lot of things that are wrong with how I play. And hopefully by doing this and bringing those to light, I can fix them and become a better player overall. But I hope you enjoyed this series, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Put your feedback in the comment section below, and don't forget to throw a like on it. I really do appreciate everyone that helps me out with those likes and comments, and I look forward to seeing you in Success Through Thought number 3.